What up, y'all? I came across this article that was pretty much talking about Kojima being asked to make a Matrix game back in the day by the Wachowski, brothers or sisters now. And it's kind of interesting seeing this because of the games that we got out of it, which were Into the Matrix back in 2003, as well as Matrix Path to Neo in 2005. Beat both of those games when I was a kid. I thought they was pretty cool at the time when they came out. Had a lot of fun with them. But it's interesting to see this because they asked him to do this after The Matrix 1 came out, which was December 1999. At least that's what's being reported here. And pretty much the CEO of Konami at the time, which I believe the person name is Kita Ue, he he vehemently just said, no, we're not doing that. He need to focus on Metal Gear Solid 2, or he need to focus on the Metal Gear Solid series. At the time, he was working on 2, which is also another interesting tidbit to hear, to get. And they came to him with this concept art here, which was basically illustrating how they wanted like some of the characters in the game to look. And so seeing all of this, it's a very interesting prospect for, or at least to hear that Kojima could have potentially made a Matrix game, especially the Kojima that existed during that time. A lot of people know I'm not the biggest fan of modern day Kojima. Kojima, Metal Gear Solid 3 and backwards, my guy. Metal Gear Solid 4 and onwards, I don't know him. I don't know that man. Whoever that is, I don't know him. But I will say this. If they could have got Prime Kojima to make a Matrix game, that would have been an interesting thing to see. The reason why I say interesting is because I haven't seen him make like a full blown action game. Like, yeah, he's good with stealth, espionage. Like, he has his own quirky systems in all of his games, regardless of what you may see. The main thing that I think if we could have just got maybe like someone similar in ilk to like the team from Capcom that worked on the Devil May Cry games or something like that to work on a Matrix game, I think that would have been better. But I don't see what Kojima could have brought to the table, especially given the fact that the Matrix is heavy on two things. I was a big fan when I was a kid, like loved it back in the 90s. Revolution kind of did something strange to me, or was it Reloaded? Reloaded did something kind of strange to me, and then Revolution's just completely just I lost my mind. Like I didn't know what was going on at that point. But the first one of the best action movies to ever exist, one of the best action movies to have ever actioned. It would have been interesting to see what he could have did with that premise and that concept, but I think it's just more so from a story standpoint because from a gameplay standpoint, I can't necessarily see what he would have added, if that makes sense. So the company that did get the game was called Shiny Entertainment. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not know that. I did not know that was the name of that company, and you can see it here, Shiny Entertainment. And of course, they went on to make Into the Matrix as well as Matrix Path to Neo. And I know that during that time, a lot of people crapped on Into the Matrix as well as Path to Neo. I mean, with all due respect, they were buggy as I don't know what, which made sense. I just kind of took them for what they was, and had fun because I was interested in the IP itself. But I do think that he probably could have did something interesting with the story, but the gameplay, I don't see it. I don't see it. But what do you all think after hearing all of this? What do you all think? How do you feel about like the potential loss of a Kojima the Matrix game? Apparently he added in a lot of features of the Matrix into Sons of Liberty or Metal Gear Solid 2. I didn't know that. I watched my brother play Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm more of a big fan of Metal Gear Solid 3. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's in my top 5 games of all time. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, not the remake that they just did. I don't know nothing about none of that. I know about the one that came out on PS2. But what do you all think about this? Like, do you think that that could have been something special? Or do you think that it probably would have just, added to the Matrix lore, but not necessarily did anything for the gameplay side of things? Let me know down in the comment section below. Until next time I catch y'all, deuces.